Let us discuss the issue of the Tungabhadra region, which is a major attraction in the South India when it comes to Andhra and Karnataka regions. It is a major issue of dispute. I think we all have seen the Karnataka people and Andhra people fighting for the issue of Tungabhadra water resources or the Kaveri water issues. Now let us see here, the catchment area of 71,417 square kilometers of area falls 57,000 kilometers falls in the Karnataka region. Remaining region falls into the AP region where the portion of rainfall is very less and is completely dry. So should we ask for the water levels of Tungabhadra or not? Obviously we generally ask for the water levels because we don't have the proper supply of water. At the same time we have to remember that 57,000 square kilometers of area or catchment area is required to be supplied water from the same Tungabhadra region. So Karnataka also have the same equal rights to ask them to supply of the water here. And coming to its capacity of the Tungabhadra dam in the last 50 years, it has been sufficiently come down. It's 3,766 million cubic meters where its storage capacity was, but it has come down to 849 million cubic meters because of various reasons like silt, soil erosion, debris, and because of the major issue which is like mining issue. There are no mining standards maintained at various levels in the Karnataka region, especially at a place called Sandur, where the mining water and cleaning and everything is released into the same lakes, and the same water is carried with the soil, then soil erosion, then the other dust and all which brought into the dam, and the dam was completely filled with the layers of the soil and all these things. And when it comes to upper part, only we see the water levels upper part, and the soil which is settled in the down parts of the dam has to be removed clearly, and it's not possible to remove because when the upper parts are filled with water, and how can we remove the soil? It is very difficult and it's a challenging task. We have to remove the Tungabhadra dam issue, but at the same time there are various issues, like we have some issues like we have larger units of 27 large units and 2,543 small units which require daily supply of water, and the multiplying number of the cities and the towns in the areas around Karnataka have merged the need for the water for their day-to-day needs. They take gallons and gallons of water daily without any limit for them because they need for their larger factory units to sustain and to get the water supply for them. And once the water supply is required, they don't think of the other issues and whether it is to be developed or not developed. And we have the major issue in 1984 when the industries are releasing the molasses into the lakes, and these lakes got spoiled and many of the fish were killed. That was the first time when the issue was addressed that the industries should not release their waste molasses which are contaminated into the freshwater bodies and spoil them unnecessarily, and the environmental balance should not be disturbed at all. So the Tungabhadra region, though it is in the major proportion of Karnataka or in the Andhra region, it is still a standing point of controversy between Andhra and Karnataka region, where it has disputes of the establishment of the boundaries. At the same time it satisfies needs of both Andhra as well as the Karnataka region. There are some issues to be addressed clearly like silt, soil erosion, debris, and which are the mining laws where there is no proper mining system and all should be addressed clearly so that the dam could be preserved for the future purposes because it is providing various needs. Many lakhs and millions of people are working or living in the needs of this Tungabhadra water. So it should be saved, preserved properly, and the level of the is coming down. It's less like it's coming down very rapidly. It's from 3,000 it came to 800. Very soon it may come to 500 or 600, and then it's of no use, just like a small water tank. So it should be addressed very seriously, and we have to use it properly, and the water should be used valuably with a certain limits. And at the same time the industry should not release their waste into the freshwater lakes and spoil the environmental balance.